Hello everyone, FuzzFinger here, and we're going to continue on with our Final Fantasy XIII-2 walkthrough.
Oerba is a dead place now. Not a living soul haunts its ruins, and all is covered in drifts of crystal sand. The town is once again distorted by paradoxes that emerge from fissures scarring the local space-time. When Mog sets eyes on the desolate scene, something stirs in the recesses of his memory.
Okay, so we finished in Oerba, 300 AF, and now we're off to 400 AF. It's pretty much exactly the same thing. We run through the place, solving puzzles, collecting fragments. There's 9 fragments to collect in this area,
Mog,
8 of which are from the puzzles, 1 of which we loot.
Anything at all?
Kupo! I remember something called the Ocean of Time, Kupo.
The Ocean of Time. Could that be where you're from?
I don't know, Kupo. But I do know that when I think about that place, I become all flustered and giddy, Kupo.
So that place means something to you. Then it must be important. I think we should check the Oerba Labyrinth some more. Maybe we can help Mog remember more about where he came from.
Kupo? You'll help me find my home and my family, Kupo?
Yeah. I mean, you've helped us out here and there, so we at least owe you this much.
Just as the light begins to fade to dawn, the morning wind.
Some of the puzzles here are a little bit harder than in Oerba 300, but I've put a link to the Hands of Time solver website solver once again in the video description, and you can pretty much copy what I do for the other types of puzzles, so hopefully together we'll get through it. Now the first puzzle is just a short walk away, as you can see, so we're going to head to that now. And this isn't too hard,
Take your time, Kupo.
so obviously you're probably used to the fact that the crystals like to jump around a bit now, but apart from that it's fairly easy. You can just watch what I do and do the same. Okay, I think I've got this. And the crystals don't actually move on this one, which is a bonus. And there we go, we just go all the way around now. A nice easy one to start us off with. This one's a little random. It's 2 straight paths, one leads to a dead end, one leads to the exit. It can be a 50-50 chance what it is, it's random. And I've chosen the correct path, which is good. And now the puzzles are moving again, so we'll have to time this correctly. And that one's not moving, so we'll get that. All the way around there, and straight up to the end, and that will do it. And it's just the 2 for that. So there's our first fragment for this area.
The world is the way it was before.
Okay, so let's move on. These behemoth type enemies are quite easy to kill, so long as you've been levelling up your characters with me. You can get 2 though. If you do get 2 at the same time, I strongly advise you stay in Delta attack. But if you just get the 1, you should be able to cruise through with Relentless Assault. And just use your paradigm shift to another Relentless Assault to speed the battle up. They do heal themselves, but you're probably used to that from the other behemoths that we've fought up to this point as well, so just the same really. As you can see, I've got 2 Relentless Assaults, and I'm just going to set up a Delta attack for emergencies in case I do get 2. I need to get rid of that Dragoon though, don't need him at the minute. Let's replace him with my Bunker Beast. The Bunker Beast, by the way, is a sentinel that will probably last you throughout the rest of the game. Especially if you use your Silver Chocobo for racing. The Bunker Beast is pretty much the next best thing. So don't be scared to level the bunker beast up when you can. You can just run to that chest, but I get a certain satisfaction about throwing the Moogle. Listening to him scream and cry. It's nice. To get to the second puzzle, we're just going to go through this hole in the wall. And there it is. And it's one of these again.
Deep breaths if you're nervous.
There's only 2 stages to it, I think. Same as the last one. They do move the crystals, but you can just watch the path I take. Just wait for the to come back. There we go. And that's it for the first part. Go, 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 go. Did I get that? Yes, I did. We just have to wait for... Oh, there it is. And there we have it. And there's our second fragment. 2 down, 7 to go.
We fixed another distortion in time, Kubo.
Head across the bridge and down the steps. Bloody behemoth got in my way. You can shop at Chocobocolina if you so desire. There's nothing new though from when you last visited her. And it's one of the join the dots.
Okay, this looks easy.
These get quite tricky in this area. They're not all hard, but some of them are a little bit tough. But again, I'm not going to edit these ones out, so you can watch how I do it. Although it really is just a game of matching them up as quickly as you can. And if you don't do it in time, then start again. There's not really much else to it. So, I guess if you want to figure out the solutions by yourself, just skip ahead to for a few minutes, and you can carry on the walkthrough from there. Otherwise, you're welcome to see how I do it, but I'm not going to bother commentating the rest of these puzzles. We go. And as soon as the game's loaded, we should be collecting our next fragment. The bittersweet chiffon. Whatever the heck that is.
It was the will of the goddess, Kupo.
Right, so it's onwards and upwards, as they say. Well, I don't know who says that. Anyway, into the house. And there is a paradox on the bottom level, and you'll just need to use the Moogle Hunt to reveal it.
Go, Mom, Kupo.
There's the one. It's the same type of puzzle as the last one. So again, I'll leave it in there for those who want to follow it.
Instincts, Kupo.
Or you can just skip ahead if you want to figure it out for yourself. Quite a big one, this one. I think there's 6 stages in total. And it does get pretty tough by the end. So just stick at it and you'll be fine though. It does take a little bit of luck. Since the timer goes down quite quickly, you do just need to literally run around on some of them and just hope for the best. Hope that you've grabbed the right colour crystal, that you'll come across the same colour as you're running, basically. But like I say, stick at it and you'll do just fine. Fantastic, so now we should get our next fragment. And it is the dishonest... I'm not even going to try and say what that says.
You two did pretty well, Kupo.
I'm not going to bother with these chocobos, a bit like in the last area, since in all the optional areas in the game you have to use the chocobos that spend Garshore Greens while you're riding them as well as boarding, so I'm not going to bother. Now there is a treasure box up there, but we can probably reach that once we go up a little later, I hope. Oh no, there it is.
Oh, Mog.
Just as the
So make sure you do get that now. It's the gate seal.
You did it.
And we'll grab this one over here before we go down to the beach.
sing songs to watching.
And it's another one of these.
Slow and steady should do it.
This is the last one of these puzzle types though for this area. So let's just get it done as quickly as we can and be done with it. This one's quite easy though, to be honest. At least this first stage. Let's wait for them to change. Oh, there's one over there. Ah, that really was quite simple, wasn't it? Really simple indeed. Then it's not over yet. Bum bum bum. There's 4 stages to this one. So 2 more after this. Anomaly resolved. And a selfish pancake. I have no idea what these names are about for these fragments, but
On to the next labyrinth, Kupo.
then again, this is a Japanese role-playing game, so I guess they don't actually have to mean anything. Now we can head back down to the beach. And actually, this is the first time we can explore the whole beach for the 100% map exploration side quest. There's only actually a couple more maps we need to explore before we can hand those back in Academia. Once you've explored one, you can hand it in straight away for the fragments, but I like to wait until they've all been done and then hand them all in together. I think there's 11 fragments you get for it in total, so it's nice to get them all at once. What I'll probably do though is make a video at some point, just explaining and demonstrating all the areas you need to explore to get the 100% exploration for that quest in Academia, so that it's all nicely together in one place, in case you've missed anything. But I'll do that at a future time when it comes to it. We've still got lots more to do before then. And there's areas we need to do for that which we can't even access yet. Anyway, there's a couple of chests to collect around here, so don't miss them. Although obviously if you are exploring, it would be hard to miss them. Next we can head to this paradox just over yonder. Oh, these poxy encounters are starting to get a bit annoying. Yes, they are getting very annoying. Okay, so let's deal with this paradox. Now I've just cut that puzzle out since it's the first hands of time for this area, and they are completely random. There's no point watching what I do, since you're going to have a completely different puzzle. But I've once again put the link in the video description to the website that will solve them for you. And the next paradox is just over here, a little bit south from the last one.
This place smells really familiar, Kupo. It smells like the Ocean of Time I told you about before, Kupo.
That means the place we're looking for has to be just up ahead.
Kupo?
Come on, you guys. Smog, you're going home.
So this is the Ocean of Time. Mog, does any of this look familiar?
Oerba. It does, Kupo. I remember everything now. We're headed to the place where I was born, Kupo.
When Mog was still a young Moogle, he was playing hide-and-seek with his friends. Somehow he ended up getting swallowed by a paradox. Before he knew it, Mog was drifting farther and farther away from the land where he grew up. When he came to, he was in the void beyond, not knowing how or why he ended up there. On top of that, he had forgotten about his home, his friends, and his family. He was all alone, with no memories of his past.
Your friends and family are waiting on the other side, aren't they?
Mog, do you want to go home? I never thought the day would come when we would have to say goodbye to a dear friend. Someone we can't imagine our lives without. Mog, do you want to continue on this journey with us? Or do you want to go home to where your friends and family are waiting? Mog, the decision is yours.
Again, I've just edited that one out since it was a Hands of Time puzzle. And we've got a little cutscene now, another cutscene, and then we'll collect our next fragment.
So you're sure about this, Mog?
You don't know if you're going to get another chance. Are you sure you don't want to think about this just a little bit longer?
Why do you say that, Kupo? Mog has a new home, right by Sarah's side, Kupo.
Thanks, Mog. That's so sweet. But remember, when we get to Valhalla, you have to listen to Lightning, okay? My sister's pretty strict, you know.
Kupo? Of course, Kupo. Lightning saved me. I promise to be loyal to her forever, Kupo.
So pick a side, Mog. Sarah or Lightning?
Kupo? It's good to be me, Kupo! 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 Kupo!
Pink Parfait. We're getting a little bit of CP as well, actually, though, so either at the end of this video or the start of the next, we'll spend our Crystal Gem points. Especially since, once we've finished in this Oerba level, we've got some bosses coming up, some optional bosses for more fragments, and they can be a little bit tricky. So we'll definitely want to spend our points before then. Anyway, just over here, north of the Chocobo, but south of the actual shoreline, is a fragment. It's one we can just loot. So use Moogle Hunt when you're around this area to reveal it, and then take it. It's just there. Nice and easy. And it's another Graviton core. And now you want to head into the abandoned schoolhouse. If you remember, this is where we fought Caius in the first incarnation of this area. So just head up the steps and onto the roof, and when you get outside you want to use your Moogle Hunt to reveal the final puzzle. And it is another Hands of Time puzzle. And we get the Tea Time Mont Blanc fragment.
We fixed another distortion in time, Kupo.
And that's it. We've actually finished here now. I've got 30,000 Crystal Gem points and 108 fragments. We are well on the way to our target of 160. Well on the way. So yeah, we've got all the fragments for this area. So as I mentioned earlier, from the next video we're going to be doing something a little bit more fun than these blasted puzzles we've had to be doing recently. We've got bosses and all sorts coming up, so look forward to that. I've been Fuzzfinger, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.